Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host for Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. We're going to do the Q Mega Meme Drop. We're going to look for any updates, drops, breadcrumbs right away. So stick around and we'll get right into it.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a
Hey, Froggy.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour. If you're new to the channel, please ring the bell, subscribe. After the video, share, like, comment, drop us an email. Many a number of ways to support the Patriot Hour. Sharing, subscribing, and if you're wanting to support financially for any new future upgrades, microphones, we're going to be getting some soundproofing a little bit to help with the echoes. There are links down below in the description box, so please check them out. Any of the websites, Q drops, where we get them from, I always leave the links for everybody to go look at it for themselves. Okay, so let's see if there's any new updates for those of you here for that. Okay, there is none that I'm seeing. So if you want to, I went over these in the very last video. So if that's what you're looking for, go to that video. That's been done. Okay, so Q updates, last video from an hour ago. Okay, so let's go. Okay, here we are. This is the Mega Q Drop memes, meme wars. From what I'm gathering, I know there's 11,800 images in here. Let me see this again. I'll go by name. Argentine submarine. Let's get our face mask and assault weapons and go for a quick sub cruise. Fun. So let's see here. Go to the next one. So they got the US, the SS Tor _ pedo mask. Assault rifles kind of scribbled in here. Somebody just kind of used probably put that into like word paint or something. Okay, so here's a Q post that we had. What was it? _27-1 yes. The castle runs red. It looks like the Rothschild Island, Rothschild Castle, the sub location, Argentina. So, kind of interesting there. Let's see here, Adrenochrome. Okay, so for those of you addicted to Adrenochrome. So if you've seen the movie Fear and Loathing, and again, people are like, well, that's just a movie. Well, folks, I think we're starting to get the picture of, and I've known, I'm sure some of you have, but Hollywood is an arm, one of the many facets of the Illuminati. We know that they're funded by, there's very big players behind some of the movies that fund them, sponsor, put up all the front money. Therefore, they have a little bit of say, a little bit of you know, since I contributed, can I have a little bit of say in the movie? Hey, how about if we put this in the background? Simple things that, you know, movies are, sometimes they're ideas. They like to embed lots of truth in plain sight. Now, as far as the actual director or many of the actors, they might not have a clue of some of the things, or they might be some of the higher up. But so we know that that is a way that they operate. So, Adrenochrome before, after. Any questions? Do you really drink Adrenochrome, Mr. Trump? Yes. Yes, they do, son. Do they really drink Adrenochrome? Who's buying Adrenochrome? Hillary Clinton, but you don't want to go there, Bat. And why is that? Because even Batman can commit suicide. There's no sex in the champagne room, but there sure is a fresh Adrenochrome. Where'd you get this Adrenochrome? From the kids, man. That is a scene right out of the movie. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome, gotta get me some. Some of these I'll read, some of them we'll just kind of look at for a second. Adrenochrome or Adrenochrome. The drug of choice for Hollywood and government elites. Harvested from the human body, specifically infants. Do you know what it is? Fresh walnut sauce. Hey, Hillary forgot her Adrenochrome. Better not spill any. I paid Podesta a lot of money for this walnut. Adrenochrome makes my nipples hard. So pumped on Adrenochrome. Looks like Hillary is running out of Adrenochrome. Follow the White Rabbit. QAnon as evil cabal is defeated. Adrenochrome. Where are the Hollywood elite? You worship us. We are the Hollywood elite. You worship us. We worship Moloch. And we take Adrenochrome. You too can feel 10 years younger. Adrenochrome. Effects are temporary, may cause addiction and impaired judgment. Okay, so again, Adrenochrome. That video supposedly that's not been verified by myself. The one that's floating around on the deep dark web. That's supposedly what it shows. The people that I've talked to, things I've read on it. It's supposedly Hillary and Huma, and they're exciting an infant or a child, and there's a few ways to do this, I guess. They say that you kind of, if you're slicing a human in many spots, it excites and the adrenochrome pumps out and it gets into the blood. And then there's the other way they talk about actually cutting the heads and getting in there and taking the whole gland, like in the movie Fear and Loathing. He had an actual gland in that bottle, and of course there's liquid all around it, but he talks about just chewing on it. Okay, so let's see here. Kind of went through most of those. We went over the black eye yesterday. The black eyes that everyone has, everyone seems to have. Several pictures of some of the elites. Just can't get this one any bigger. says at that level. Control. So I can barely even read that. Let's see here. Who is punching them all? Okay, so again, they say something about after you take it or eat it, that you'll bruise, and typically right in that area. Let's see here. Where are the children? Ask Heidi Felice. Fresh babies over there, over the hills. I think baby number 2. 100,000 children are victims of sex trafficking every year in America. In America every year. President Trump has done more to stop child trafficking in 1 year than any other president in U.S. history. Why is that? Coincidence? All these people, some of your favorite stars possibly, past presidents. We are all connected. I drink the blood of children just to stay alive. A child investment scheme, fund web. Where is Laura Silsby? Vote for us so our handlers can harvest your children. You convinced America to sell its children. Adoption and Safe Families Act of 1997. I love children. They're delicious. So how many children will be at the orgy tonight? We know they molest children, but you wrote mean words. Moloch, feed me your children. There are no throwaway children. Okay, so again, we know wherever there's disasters, whether they're natural, hurricanes, floods, Haiti. Every time there's a natural disaster, it seems like these people rush in. They're going to provide all this aid and help build schools. I mean, just looking at the Haiti for an example, but it can be looked at in tons of places where we create wars, and then you got refugees, people that are getting displaced. And that's when the kids come up missing. They get separated, and it's all just part of the confusion. The government officials don't really have to answer. My kid, and they're just, we don't know. It was a separation, and it was an accident. And that's just to get it into these people's minds, and they just honestly, it's war zone. We're getting out of there, or it's a natural disaster, and we're just lucky to be alive. And we lost little Johnny. They're saying these people are there. It's their cover. It's how they operate. It's how they get the kids. It's one of the many ways. One of the many ways. Okay, let's. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of pictures of kids. There are no throwaway children. Parents' horror as Chinese boy 6 has his eyes gouged out after being kidnapped by organ trafficker who stole both his corneas. Youngster snatched while playing outside his home in Liffen, Shanxi province. Parents found him 3 hours later screaming in a field covered in blood. Kidnapper reportedly told boy, "Don't cry and I won't gouge out your eyes." Illicit trade fueled because China has 300,000 on transplant list waiting. Illicit trade fueled because China has over 300,000 on a transplant waiting list. Here's at Potus and at Flotus talking to children who called into the NORAD Santa trafficking program. All are precious in God's sight. I agree. So, yeah, that's very, one of the biggest things to me is stopping all this shit. Nothing is more precious than the children of the world. Sick, sick people. Okay, so there are just tons, like I said, of categories. I don't even know. Aliens is a scary threat, seriously? Or just Project Bluebeam, the remix? Do they actually believe we'll fall for their fake aliens? Just that Project Bluebeam nonsense again. Blue spiral expands according to the inverse square law. It's a beam which changes direction. Alien smiles, isn't that Project Bluebeam? It's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's Project Bluebeam. E.T., no Project Bluebeam. Chelsea Clinton at 2 years old, or Project Bluebeam. Okay, so yeah, Project Bluebeam supposed to be government's technology to beam to the sky to give us a false, alien invasion, and to get everyone to believe it. So again, Project Bluebeam, you can look that up and find tons of things. Bohemian Grove. Okay, this takes me back many years ago. Bohemian Grove, mysterious site of the Illuminati ritual sacrifice. How many bodies can you bury on 2,700 acres? There's probably some well-known faces in here I'm seeing. 1977, Ford, Kissinger. Bohemian Grove, they got lots of land back there to bury somebody. 2,700 acres for Illuminati ritual and sacrifice. Bohemian Grove Devil's Horns. A grover making the El Diablo, or the Devil's Horn, signs in front of Bohemian Grove mascot, the owl, Moloch. Bohemian Grovers meet every summer in the giant redwood forest near San Francisco, California. They conduct a cremation of care ceremony, which algebraically washes them of their worries and stress accumulated over that year. So it's a midsummer, and they call it the cremation of care. And they're washing away their care, folks. Weird. And again, there's videos of that. I think Alex Jones, years ago, I watched. He snuck in there, recorded a portion of their ceremony where they're standing there in front of the owl. They're all in their ritual robes. They're doing mock sacrifices that day. There's a lot of people there. It's more of a social event than an actual private party thing. But okay. Here, Moloch. Now this little guy is even on the US dollar bill, hidden. So here is their huge, 30, 40 foot tall wooden owl that they kind of So 1937, Snow White. New York Herald, 1918. National Press Club, 1908. Bohemian Club, 1872. And just on and on. The owl, just Yale. It's just there. If you only knew what we do in front of the big one. If you only knew what we do in front of the big one. Like you at Bohemian Grove. Okay, whoops. The Worn Outs, starring the Decider and his slave. Bohemian Grove, you say? That shithole is the other way. Just Google Bohemian Grove. Hillary taught me this one. It's called the Bohemian Grove. Okay, that was the last one. Okay, I wonder what else would be a good one to jump in here. Blackmail, Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. Sir Richard Branson, friends with Jeffrey. 1999. Founder, sponsor, ICMEC International. Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Convicted pedophile, founder of Pedo Island. This is why children go missing. So, couldn't even put it past these folks to actually open up a center for missing kids. How unbelievable. We're going to go investigate it. And even if they were looking, probably never would have really found, right? So, age is just a number. Jerry Epstein's private island. Does POTUS know where the bodies are buried? How many times, Bill? Now we know, like, Bill was logged in on the flight log like 23 times or something. He evaded Secret Service. There's reports of that, because he's an ex-president, so he has Secret Service that follows him for the rest of his life. Bill Clinton is, again, one of the only presidents that also files paperwork every year to charge the Secret Service for living with him. It's a clause. I mean, you're allowed to do it. No president ever has, because you got, you're a president, and you got this Secret Service, and then he actually bills taxpayers for that every year. He's one of the only ones, because he's scumbag. But yeah, he evaded Secret Service. I guess at like the airport a few times. Oh, hey, John, I'm gonna use the restroom. And then, goes in, comes out maybe a back door, runs, gets on the plane, and then the Secret Service, they're standing, watching him get on, or, the plane take off on the tarmac. And, they're like, dang, he duped us again. He just wanted a little bit of privacy, I think, on that plane for a few hours. So, Bill, no protection needed. I got my own Secret Service at the island. Okay. So, we're all well aware of this guy, Epstein. There's that Heidi Fleiss or whatever. She was like the mother or the head of running a very high organized, prostitution thing for the elites. And it looks like she's embedded in all this as well. Let's just jump into this one here. Don't worry, we'll just make up a conspiracy story. There you go. Conspiracy theory or a missing child. Trump is not the one pushing the World War III narrative. Fake news, however, is. Conspiracy theory or dead Americans? conspiracy theory or a murdered president. Don't forget Operation Paperclip was once a conspiracy theory too. Don't forget the Holocaust was once a conspiracy theory too. Don't forget Monica's blue dress was once a conspiracy. Don't forget Watergate was once. Don't forget MK Ultra. Don't forget Operation Northwoods. FDR's polio was once a conspiracy theory. Don't forget the Gulf of Tonkin. The incident that started Vietnam. We had like Robert McLemore. Several years later, all these guys came out and said they lied. They were told to lie by people above them. Not that Vietnam didn't happen, but the reason it started, they fired upon us in the Gulf of Tonkin. Never happened. It was a lie. Area 51. It doesn't exist. Conspiracy theorist? I know you are, but what am I? Don't forget, NSA spying was once a conspiracy. All horrifying facts are always first called conspiracies. How to spread them? How to spread conspiracy theories. Yeah. Talks about the WTC-7 dropping minutes or, 10, 20 minutes before it ever dropped. It's still standing in the background. 9/11, we have not forgotten. The truth shall be revealed. The CIA coined the term conspiracy theorist in 1967, specifically in April of 1967. The CIA, they want to discredit, and it was a way to just help spread, something that was true not to be true. It's their biggest. Repeat it often, say it often, people will believe it. Breaking news, and remember, if you don't hear it from us, it's all a conspiracy. I really despise this guy and his brother. Can't wait for them to go away, go down, be gone. And this guy too, he is a loser. I don't like him. I don't think he's tough. I think he's a weak, sick individual. I would tell that to you, your face, you Robert DeScummo. You are a loser. And I boycott anything that you do. Not more to honestly just uppercut that son of a bitch. And then when he stands up talking like a good fella, I'll whack him. It's a joke. All right, let's Once upon a time, Gulf of Tonkin incident. So there's a lot of repeated memes in here. I mean, there's so many of them. Some of them are different, but you get the gifs. What I'm talking about was within the same folder. You'll sometimes see several of the same. Slightly different. Crisis actors. Folder's empty. Debbie Wasserman Schwartz. A dossier. FBI corruption. No more need for 911. Be more at home. Google Home. We got a direct line to the CIA, FBI, NSA. We're alphabet. Cuomo. Administration faces an FBI investigation. Good. The inquiry, which the governor's spokesman calls absurd, focuses on the people who work in Mr. Cuomo's office but are paid by other state entities. What's more credible? 1, the FBI accidentally deleting incriminating text, or 2, the dog ate my homework? Would you believe the FBI accidentally deleted how the left engineered a fake Russia dossier, the fake Russia Trump collusion? So, Fusion GPS, Bruce and Nella, 0 hour. So you got all this people, money, Trump Jr., Russian lawyer. That's a pretty good meme there. The best memes break the truth down. April 16th, Clinton hires Fusion. April of 16. So April of 16, Fusion GPS hires Christopher Steele. May 18th. So it just breaks it all down here, folks. And we're almost to the end of all that. Actual collusion. All right, so there's lots of little snippet articles in there. Interpretation of diversity in the CIA/FBI. There you go. Breaks it down pretty good. FBI Andrews McCabe. This is a Donald J. Trump tweet. FBI's Andrew McCabe, in addition to his wife getting all of this money from M. Clinton puppet, he was using, allegedly, his FBI official email account to promote her campaign. You obviously cannot do this. These were the people who were investigating Hillary Clinton. People want to be like, oh, he's non-biased, and it's just weird, folks. Let's see this. Super Size Me star Morgan Spurlock pens 1,000-word confessional about rape accusation, belittling women and cheating on his wives and girlfriends before asking, was it because I was an abused kid? Documentary filmmaker Morgan Spurlock admitted on Wednesday that he was once accused of raping a woman. The man, who was made famous by his film Super Size Me, also revealed he paid the money to another to settle a sexual harassment claim. In a statement posted to social media, Spurlock writes that he has been unfaithful to all of his wives and girlfriends. Statement was made in the midst of a spate of sex crimes allegations against a number of high-profile figures in the entertainment world and politics. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Clinton on Weinstein accusation. I was just sick. Note the satanic cross she wears. Upside down cross. Time to reopen that case, LAPD. I did report it within the statute, so now it should be admissible, right? Corey Feldman report, child sexual abuse audio tape found, Santa Barbara. So Corey Feldman's 1993 report of sexual assault found in Santa Barbara's sheriff. They just found the tape. The lost Corey Feldman detective tapes about his alleged sexual abuse have been found, and we have them. On Monday, join us for an Oz exclusive as we reveal what he told authorities all the way back in 1993. 1993. 1992, Senator Cory Booker, Democrat out of New Jersey, admitted he once sexually assaulted a woman in a column he wrote for the Standard Daily titled "So Much for Stealing Second." Heidi Fleiss arranged it. Hugh Hefner taped it. And this guy Prophet, which is Schumer, is that Chuck? The actor, like many in Tinseltown, benefited from a close business relationship with Harvey Weinstein, so it is no surprise that he's been asked to comment on the fall of the movie mogul. as well as the climate of sexual assault and harassment that has been allowed, that allowed Weinstein and others to get away with it with their alleged actions for so long. Why should we impeach Trump? Hollywood needs baby blood, damn it. Robert De Niro is the child hunter. To get a job in showbiz, I had to let Jim Henson put his entire arm up my ass. That's kind of funny. Why are we wearing all black to the Golden Globes? Because Hollywood is dead. It's like a funeral. Jim Carrey, Hollywood elite, eat whole babies for Christmas. Hollywood elites eat whole babies for Christmas, according to Jim Carrey, who warns dark forces are engaged in a battle for America's soul. And the outcome of this battle will have long-lasting consequences for the entire world. These kids are fattened up for Christmas table like geese and turkeys, except the animals don't go through the ritual abuse, the psychological torment that these kids are forced to suffer. These people believe the more the child has suffered, the better it tastes. They believe negative emotions coursing throughout or through the kid's body, the adrenaline and hatred will give them special powers. It's a Hollywood thing influenced by old school Satanism. These things go back long ago, folks. This isn't something they came up with. This is something that's been going on. Ancient hope, way back. These are things that have been passed down from elite to elite, family member to family member, for a long time. Okay, we'll go into one more here, and then I didn't realize time flies by when you're having fun, huh? We'll get into one more here. I'll pick it. Not to say that I won't do another video and go through more, because like I said, there's 11,800 different memes to look at here. So it's Q crumbs. Let's do a couple of these, huh? We the people, where we go one, we go all. No one person is above another. We the people are making the world a better place. We the people are taking back our country and world from the evil losers who would do us harm. All for a buck. No more. Stand up, patriots. Stand up and defend what you know is right. God bless you, and God bless United States of America. 4-10-20. I'm going to take that to God bless the world. Patriots, rest assured we are in control. Watch, confirm, and disseminate. The country is not divided. This is fake news. Antifa was organized purely for optics. Division, reread division. It is fake. Estimated 4 to 6% we consider hopeless and forever brainwashed. Reread crumbs. Slave grip the D's have on the black pop. Why is this relevant? Why are jobs/economy growth relevant? This requires a deep cleaning. These people are stupid. You are safe. Have faith. Q. Would you believe a device was placed somewhere in the White House that could actually cause harm to anyone in the room and would, in a sense, be undetected? Fantasy, right? When Trump was elected, you can't possibly imagine the steps taken prior to losing power to ensure future safety and control. When was it reported Trump Jr. dropped his SS detail? Why would he take that huge of a risk given what we know? I can hint and point, but I cannot give too many highly classified data points. We must find them organically, if I'm correct on that. So, and like in this one, they do name Godfather 3, Snow White, these movies, and what do they have? They, there's just, it's more of a double meaning. They like to, their need for symbolism will be their downfall. Follow the owl and the Y head around the world. Identify and list. Don't hide it. They don't fear you. You are sheep to them. You are feeders. Godfather 3, Q. We the people, where we go one, we go all. I'm just looking at this again. We got to make the world a better place, taking it back, doing what's right. Hold on here. Hold on here, folks. Jeez. Okay, so that was a good point. We got to the best thing you can do is at least repeat some of this to people, help spread the word, help wake everyone up. I'm finding out too, as probably many of you, people, there are estimated 4 to 6%. I guess I just saw that in the meme. They are permanently brainwashed people. It's not their fault. They just drank too much of the Kool-Aid. Some, watched a little bit more news or TV than the rest of us. I don't know, but there are an estimated 4 to 6%, maybe a little higher, that will never wake up. That will, you'll be arguing with them. Even as things come out, truth, they will ignore it, subvert it, just to be right. Or that's what they truly believe, that they will. Some people will not believe any of this. It's too much. The world they live in is what they want, what they already have, what they've made up in their head to do what they do, to keep doing what they do. And nothing's going to change that. They got agendas. It impedes on their fantasies. That's just normal. We're going to have that. So move forward, spread the word. Don't take a whole bunch of time trying to wake up just one person that will evidently maybe never wake up. There's room for them, like, to be here still, and they'll possibly wake up after huge revelations come out. That's all we can pray. So again, we'll do more of this. This is just a tapping into it. We did about 40 minutes here, it looks like. So I'm going to shut this one down. And if there's any more updates, make sure you come back. I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. Please ring the bell, subscribe, like, share, comment. Let us know. We love the comments down below. Great feedback. It stirs a whole slew of conversation and thought patterns for us to look outside the realm or the box, and takes you, nothing's a waste of time. Sometimes just due diligence, tons of research, read everything, listen to everybody, believe nothing until you can confirm it, or it's to be truth. And sometimes that takes a while. But again, I'm Michael. God bless, good afternoon, and Godspeed to each and every one of you around the world. thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you here real soon. God bless.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is